evening. It is Monday, November the 13th, 2023, and 7 p.m. Central Time. This is Coffee Talk number 81 live stream. It's 7 p.m. Central Time. Hillbilly Josh, how's it going? And KP Heathen, the Bud Files, Cold War Prepper, yeah, I hear you. I've been working too. It has been wet and cool. Idaho Garden Girl. Why, thank you for like number 4. Central Oklahoma. Northeastern. I bet you it's cold up there. Rooted in essential oils. How are y'all doing? And bus stop. I have noticed uh, I have noticed that a lot of people do not just leave likes. They're very stingy with their likes. Me, always the first thing I do is leave a like. I usually tell people what like number I am, and when I come in, I usually leave a like. First thing. I would think where Josh is at is probably fairly cold. He's up north of me several hundred miles, probably 500 miles up north. Yeah, maybe around 400, 500 miles up north of where I am, so I would think it's probably pretty cold up there. Thank you, Rooted. I appreciate that. No, some people, they'll be very friendly with you, but they will not leave you a like. And some people will slip in, leave a comment, and then slip out. And hey, that's your option. I'm not saying anything against it. There's an old song goes, "Living on Tulsa Time." Nita's cooking show. Thank you for coming in, Nita. Aid in the house. Yukon, Oklahoma. It sounds cold. Just the name, Yukon, sounds cold. Oh, Henrietta, Oklahoma. Okay. Smashing Machine. How are you doing, Mike Rise? Hope you're doing okay. My friend David Vanderford, Guru Dave, is out of intensive care. He is in a room and he is recovering. Smart Girl NYC. Thank you for coming. 9 in the house, 7 likes. Um, I watched a video that Lee, the Cold War prepper, did, and he was asking about what are you prepping for? What is your scenario? And there are variations on all emergency type situations, but most of them have the same basics. So when you are getting prepared, you need to prep for a general scenario. I need these things. And then depending on what you think is going to happen, then you can expand your preps to deal more specifically with that, with those situations. Like he gave an example, um, a nuclear war or a nuclear attack. Say a big city 100 miles from you gets hit. Then what sort of preps do you need beyond your general preps? And he talked about a guider counter and a radiation detector, you know. And one is for like tens of rads, and the other one's for millirads, small amounts of rads. And then you also have to have iodine, probably, you know, iodine pills for radiation, extended, to try to deal with that. But those would be specific preps. In general, you would be prepping bottled water, food, your medication, things that you need if you could not go to the store. Those are your general preps. And then specifically the radiation element, maybe some sort of, radiation suit or something. The idea of, a nuclear incident, the first couple of weeks are going to be critical. That's where, you're going to deal with the major radiations for the first couple of weeks. And you have to have protection and to be able to monitor the levels in addition to some place that's shielded or safe, you know. So broke my leg on a pothole. Horrible. If you are not connected, please connect. I don't have the type of ego like you can't drop a link on my channel. Feel free to drop your link. If you have a premiere or a live stream coming up, feel free to mention it. I'm happy to help you in that regard. So thank you. 8 likes, 7 in the house. There are people who lurk. And one of my teacher assistants today told me that he ran into one of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. And he asked, "Do you know David Lynn?" Well, yeah, I work with him, you know. And he mentioned that he had been watching my live streams. And that's great, but he hasn't left me a comment. He's lurking. Then I don't care. Great, lurk. I've got several friends that lurk, you know. They don't want to leave a footprint, but they want to watch, you know. So fine, lurk, you know. I mean, I've got a couple of friends that will send me text messages about my live stream. They'll comment, in a text message, but they won't comment on the stream, they won't leave a comment. But they will, you know. Kano Joe. How are you doing, Kano? Always treat people the way you want to be treated. Set an example for others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. The golden rule. Yeah, it's been in the upper 50s and low 60s here in Victoria, Texas. It's been very wet. Little Lone Prepper, how are you doing, Little Lone Prepper? I have been focusing on getting my rest and my job working. Yeah, overnight it'll be in the 50s. Hopefully it'll be dry tomorrow. It's been wet for the last several days. I have to mention my wife. She called me up. She's out at Coletto Creek Park camping with my daughter. And she got the camp set the way she wants it. Hasn't been able to go fishing or do anything fun, kayak or anything because of the weather. And she's scheduled to leave by 2 p.m. Wednesday. So she'll have tomorrow. And then the following day, she'll get up, they'll make breakfast, and then she'll spend 2-3 hours trying to pack up. You know. So out of this camping trip that started Saturday, she'll get one decent day of camping out of it. And she says, well, the weather's changing. It's November, you know. And so I said, so if you know it's like this in November, why go camping in November? And she was offended by what I said. I oftentimes offend my wife by what I say, you know. And people can take offense. I mean, I know what's in my heart. I know what my intent is. And I just ask the question, if it's so risky to go camping in November, then why go camping in November? You know. 9 in the house, 11 likes. Naomi Decker. Hello, young lady. Thank you for coming in. 11 in the house, 11 likes. Please do not forget to leave a like. It helps me with the algorithm to support my channel. Somebody asked me about YouTube. 12 in the house, 12 likes. Somebody had asked me about YouTube. And why are things the way they are? Well, there are some corporations, businesses. Osang Recatero. Good morning, Sir David. Done thumbs up. Wow. 16K subscribers with 1,000 videos. Well, I subscribed your channel. I was not subscribed. You have reached out, and I have subscribed your channel, young lady. Let me share out your channel. And I will give you a standard moderator You are now a standard moderator for my channel. Jimily Sarsosa, thank you for coming in, Jimily. I hope you are doing fine. You're bored? Well, we live in interesting times. If you want to not be bored, look at the news. There are several wars going on around the world. And if you are a Christian, you will find a lot of correlation with Scripture, referring to the latter days. I'm also seeing a lot of videos people are doing about Scripture. Naomi Decker, I'm 10, dude. Well, okay. It's a good age. You're quite intelligent for being 10 and having a YouTube channel. The Bible, Scripture, the Bible. They refer to the Bible as the Scriptures. You know, sacred writings of Christianity, Judaism. Well, 3 pages a day is just fine. A lot of people don't read a page. They don't read the Bible at all. $13 in the house, 14 likes. So, I did an unboxing of my Blue Eddy EB3A portable power station. Comic Journey, thank you for coming in. And I'm putting it through its paces right now. I like the top charging plate where I can basically sit my phone down on it and it'll charge my phone at 15 watts. Edwin Hill, welcome. Let me look at your channel, Edwin. You are not a content creator. but I'm going to share you out. Edwin's channel. You see 17 likes? I see 17 likes. 15 in the house. What's an EB3A? That is a 12-volt lithium battery power station. It's like a big battery bank or a recharger. Joshua Humphrey. Hello, Martha. Martha is not a creator, but I will share her out. Welcome to my channel, Martha. $16 in the house, 17 likes. Cindy Y, thank you for coming in, Cindy. I hope everybody is doing well. It's wet here in Victoria, Texas. In the low 60s, it'll be in the 50s tonight. Should be dry tomorrow. Still cool. Bus stop, be nice. Be nice, bus stop. Nita's a friend. You're both friends. Edwin, thank you for coming in, Edwin. Very well said, Little Lone Prepper. Thank you so much. Very well said. Bus stop, behave. Be nice. Everybody be nice. Let me be offended if something's to be offended about. If I'm not offended, it's cool. I welcome everybody who doesn't tease me about my head. Had some trolls yesterday. My friend Guru Dave said, once you get hit by trolls, you've made it to the big time. And I guess I made it to the big time. I'm sure it's chilly up there where you're at. If it's chilly here, it's got to be chilly up north. I haven't seen Claudette. I don't know if anybody hears from Claudette, tell her I miss her. She has not been here and going on 2 weeks. And I don't know if I made her mad or if there's a health problem in the family or what. I know that she and her husband both have some health issues. And sometimes she's out of pocket when the kids visit or when they're, they got stuff going on. Get lost. Uh, my father, that reminds me, my father used to say, I've never been lost in my life. Back in the day, before they had all the GPS and all the map quest and all the stuff on your phones, back at that time, you would have a map, um, road map or whatever. And my father was very sensitive about that. Are you lost? WC? I've never been lost in my life. But I find it funny. A lot of stuff that people take offense at, I find funny. It gives me a good laugh. Walter Davis, good to see you, Walter. I hope you're doing well, Walter. Yankee Kyle, thank you for coming in, Yankee Kyle. Yeah, your your mayor's in some hot water up there in New York. Eric Adams. 10 in the house, 20 likes. SD Mountain Man, thank you for coming in. I did I did a video, did an unboxing on a Blue Eddy smaller power station. Not the smallest one they make. They make one smaller than the one I purchased. I bought the EB3A, which is 268 watt hours. It's got an MPPT charge controller, and you know, it'll run something at 600 watts. It'll surge to 1200, but it'll run 600 watts. So you can't really run a you can't run a microwave with it, but you know, you can run a lot of smaller stuff. And it's a portable one. You use it for recharging cell phones, iPads, computers. You want to recharge some lights, run a fan, 12-volt fan, whatever. You know, you can use it for stuff like that. It'll run a portable, like a little 12-volt refrigerator for, you know, it'll run one for like half a day or so without recharging. And I paid about $250 for it. Right now it's on for $299. And I think they'll probably have a little bit better deal Black Friday on it. $12 in the house. Good night, Nita. $11 in the house, 20 likes. Luis Angel. Welcome, Luis. Let me share out your channel. And Mr. Whistle. Thank you for coming. You have a question? Sure. Ask away. If I can answer it, I will. Oh, I bet. I bet she's ready to get the triplets out. Well, I'm glad weather's been good. Joshua Humphrey, you have a good one too. Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Another troll. Thank you, Little Lone Prepper. I did see that comment because I was looking. Yep, that was a troll. That was a troll. Usually they say something stupid, you know. That's how they identify themselves. Those are the people we try to protect from our children. We try to protect our children from them. Yeah, the fish tend to run when the weather changes. There's a change in the barometric pressure, makes the fish go crazy, and they bite. It tends to be a run on them. I think Walter's in Pennsylvania. So you and Walter Davis aren't that far away from each other. Remember I said treat people the way you want to be treated? Some of these people act like my kids at school. You know, they're going through puberty and everything to them is sex or something stupid, related to sex. 16 in the house, not counting the lurkers. Mr. M. Hello, Mr. M. I put a link to Mr. M's channel. Mr. M is not a concrete a con a content creator. Osang, welcome. Well, thank you for browsing. This is a preparedness channel, and the people who come on here are pretty much along those lines. Um, we all have things in common. Living my best life at 60. Hello, Echo. And my best to Dave. I've been shouting him out and talking about his, asking people to pray for him. I appreciate the phone call he made yesterday. And he's got a lot of folks that care about him. Well, yeah, I do. I do MREs. My last ration review had about 500 views. A little over 500 views. I do occasional ration reviews, and there are ration channels that come in here. Several of the channels that come in here are mainly ration channels. So, yes. Hey, he came home. That's wonderful. I thought he would probably be in the hospital for another week, but that's great. Wonderful. I will continue to pray for his recovery. I pray for you both. Yeah, if you want to know something about YouTube, Dave is the man. He has taught me a lot. And even though we're similar in age, I got a few years on him, I consider him a mentor when it comes to YouTube. He knows. He's got a very popular channel. He hasn't been live streaming recently. He's been helping his fiance Echo, living my best life at 60, another wonderful channel. And they've been doing a lot of collaborating recently. And the Lord bless and keep you both. 10 in the house, 23 likes. And I will be running your live streams. Look forward to you getting back to your Yahtzee. So, there was one troll that that I recall this evening. There's one troll, to my knowledge, and a couple of different people blocked him. Oh, and me scratching my head's a nervous gesture, you know. Nervous gesture. Yes, the power of prayer. AK Fabe, I appreciate you coming in. You're making dinner? I'm always mispronouncing AK's name. Cheeky of me. Cheeky. AK was getting settled into a new apartment, and hopefully that's worked out for her. She's got a YouTube channel. It's been a few months since she's posted anything. Hopefully she'll get back to posting. Wonderful. When you get a chance, Fabe, text me and we can get caught up. Mike Crusher, thank you for coming in, Mike. When you talk rations, I think of Mike. I think of 3 or 4 channels, but Mike's one of them. Mike puts out some excellent food and ration content. And I tell you what, his reviews are better than some of the folks that have like 5-10 times as many subscribers as he does. And outstanding content. You going to be up in her area? I'm pretty sure Faye would like to meet up with you. She's met up with several channels. Wonderful, Mike. You deserve to have 4,000, much less 400. Cold War Prepper, take care. $14 in the house. So yesterday, I pulled the contents out of my carry bag and I showed everybody stuff that's in my carry bag. And it's not completely, you constantly update and you constantly make adjustments to it. Well, this is a good time to mention my giveaways. I will be doing a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I'm about midway there on the road to 1,500. I expect to probably hit 1,500 over the Thanksgiving break. I'll be off for 9 days and I'll work on my channel. Creative redundancy. So the moral of the story, if you would like to have a chance at my drawing, please leave me a like and a supportive comment on the last 5 videos that I do prior to hitting 1,500. Simple rules. And I will figure out who qualifies. I'll put their names in a hat. I'll draw it out of my hat. Whoever wins, I will let them know. They can email me their mailing address, and I will get a goodie box to them. And my goodie boxes are pretty good. Yeah, you talk about those conspiracy series bust off about dinosaurs. I tell you what, I think Bigfoot is actually a drunk bohemian running around naked out in the woods. Every so often they have these fuzzy Bigfoot sightings of these big, hairy, naked, you know, looks like a looks like a big old hairy man out semi out of focus, running around out in the woods naked. I think that's a drunk bohemian. And that is humor on my part. Yep, hide and seek champion. My dogs heard me cough. 11 in the house, 27 likes. I have not been doing community wall posts recently. I really need to post up on my community wall. I've had 32 channels come through this evening identify themselves. So I need to do community wall posts, shouting them out. I need to put some recommendations up on my wall for items, good deals, stuff that I have. I only recommend stuff that I own and that I use. I don't recommend stuff unless I've tried it out and I have it. None of the stuff. Having a cough can be rough. Yes, I ran out of my medication. I've been taking chlorocidin, which you got blood pressure, take blood pressure medication. I need to get some more of that. I just ran out of my last pill. 2 pills, actually. You take 2 at a time. And your ribs started hurting. Yeah. We tend to be, animals are sensitive to changes. My dogs, yes. I've got a male and a female. Don't want to argue religion. Don't want to argue um, about anything right now. Not worth it. Why, thank you. They're very friendly. As long if you know them, they're very friendly. But they're protective. Yeah, you've been trying to learn German, haven't you? I was trying to teach you a little bit of Spanish at one time. Well, I'm sorry, SD. I know your dog was old. You did a hunting video, I think, and you're talking about your dog. Um, Not really wanting to go after anything, just sort of wanted to point. That's sad. You remember the family. So I always, you know, before I end the video, I always talk about manners and setting an example and lead by example and to treat people the way you want to be treated. Um, Thank responders, thank the military, thank veterans, firefighters, paramedics, law enforcement. They risk their lives and they're not getting rich doing it. You always hear about somebody giving their life in the line of duty. A lot of times they have families, they're younger people, they have their whole life ahead of them. Some idiot shoots them. Um, we live in perilous times. You know, Society's not the way it used to be, and it's dangerous. There's a lot of bad people out there. You have to be careful. So, every day when you wake up, thank God for another day. It's a blessing. You never know when your last day is. Tell those you care about you love them. Tell your parents, your significant other, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, your friends. Tell them you love them. Be quick to say thank you and please, excuse me. Turn your head when you cough or sneeze. Wash your hands before you eat. Wash your hands after you use the restroom. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Remember the Boy Scout motto, the Girl Scout motto: be prepared. Preparedness. You don't have to be, people do not have to think you're a nut because you want to be prepared. FEMA says you should have a week's worth of food and water for emergencies and medication. I say a week is a bare minimum. It'd be better to have at least a month's worth, you know. And you can have that without it being too expensive. What, a 24 pack of bottled water is like $3.50? Food's not that expensive. Have extra. Have a means to heat water, boil water. Power goes out. You need to be able to heat water to have coffee, hot tea, soup. You want to reconstitute freeze-dried food, you need boiling water. Hello, Katie. That's a link to Katie's channel. So, be cognizant of what's around you. Be aware. Don't let somebody sneak up on you. Be Be watchful. Be vigilant. Have a means to defend yourself. Good night, Mike. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another edition of Coffee Talk. And as always, remember the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. It is what it is. And everybody have a blessed day. Kevin Reed. Let me real fast look at Kevin's channel. Hey, Kevin. A content creator 1.76. You're a little bigger than I am. 565 videos. Let me share you out. Paste you up. And for the next time, let me give you a standard moderator. You're now a standard moderator on my channel. Thank you for coming in, everybody. And Kevin, leave me like 30. Appreciate it. Ark Wildman. You're coming in on the tail end. I would appreciate if somebody leave me like 30. Ark Waldman. Kevin Reed. Why, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Oh, Kevin's in Minnesota? That's great. Best friend. Ah. Lily Davila. Let me share you out. Lily Davila's channel. Best friend. Will there be coffee? I drank 4 cups of coffee today at work. I was stressed out and I was drinking coffee. I'm still waiting for somebody to give me like 30. Please hit the like button. AK Fabe has got a wonderful channel. She's from Minnesota. You're confused? Well, I checked your channel and it said your name was Lily Davila. Okay. So, as I was saying, treat people the way you want to be treated. And set an example for others. Lead by example. Now is the time to be getting prepared. Be filling in the holes in your preps. Black Friday is coming up. A lot of Black Friday sales have already started. Start shopping around. Be looking. You can always go to garage sales, yard sales, estate sales. Check the penny saver. Check the ad sack. Check the newspaper want ads. Shop around. Comparison shop. And be getting ready. You never know. Things happen. So, I appreciate all of y'all. I am about 70 minutes into the live stream. 11 in the house, 31 likes. Thank you, everybody. I've had 36 channels in here tonight that left comments. Appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. Everybody, have a blessed day. And I hope to see you back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time for another edition of Coffee Talk.